Angel Reese tried to bully Caitlin Clark to stop her dominance on the court. But what Caitlin did next left the Chicago Sky in complete shock. What a historic start for the Indiana Fever. The biggest opening night win in franchise history, and a triple-double from Caitlin Clark. It all started with intensity and laser focus. Stephanie White even brought out her magical red leather jacket this time. Angel Reese entered the court to loud boos from the Indiana Fever fans, who had completely packed the arena. Meanwhile, the game director strangely ignored Caitlin Clark's entrance. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, face-to-face once again. Indiana Fever didn't start off great. Cardoso managed to escape Aaliyah Boston's defense, but Caitlin Clark said, "No problem." The chemistry between Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark was on full display. Look at Caitlin's off-ball movement and basketball IQ. First foul drawn, and Indiana Fever gets on the board thanks to Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese, lacking refined offensive skills, really had nothing to offer. Meanwhile, Indiana's defense was locked in, organized and aggressive. Caitlin Clark returned with one of the best assists of the game. No real threat when the ball's in Angel Reese's hands, and the Chicago Sky couldn't hit a three to save their lives. They tried trapping Caitlin Clark with 2 or even 3 defenders, but it didn't matter. Caitlin always finds solutions. A gorgeous assist from Dewana and a clean finish. Natasha Howard was soft on defense, easily the weakest starter for Indiana Fever. Angel Reese scored on her, but even with points, Natasha's performance needs improvement. Caitlin Clark came right back and said, "No worries." A deep three lit up the crowd and the whole arena. Look at Caitlin Clark. Even a double team couldn't slow her down. She's simply unstoppable. Indiana's defense was exceptional. The Chicago Sky had no answers, and Angel Reese started stat padding. Indiana's defense had a clear plan. Leave Angel Reese open at the three-point line, because she's never hitting those. Just look at Indiana's transition spacing. Perfectly set up for fast breaks. Kelsey Mitchell has the fastest sprint in the WNBA. Indiana Fever started taking over the game. Now watch this move from Angel Reese. As you know, every player has a signature move. Kobe Bryant had the Black Mamba fade. Kevin Durant has the snake move. And Angel Reese? She used the baby giraffe technique. Angel tried again, but Aaliyah shut her down. Then came a clean double-double from Aaliyah. Efficient, no stat padding. Caitlin Clark went coast to coast, doing everything on her own. She didn't convert, and to be fair, Angel's pass in that play was actually decent. Now look at this set play from Indiana, using Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston as decoys to free up space for Kelsey Mitchell, leaving Angel Reese isolated under the basket with no help from Cardoso. Chicago still couldn't hit any threes, and Indiana's rim protection was elite. Angel Reese went into full desperation mode, chasing Caitlin Clark around the court. But Caitlin's court vision was just unreal. Basketball IQ off the charts. The awareness, the timing, the decisions. Caitlin Clark delivered a historic performance in every category. Scoring, passing, ball handling, even defensive contributions. She was unguardable. Caitlin Clark is playing at a legendary level this season. And with Stephanie White and this roster, Indiana Fever could make the playoffs without dropping a single game. Forget Angel Reese's stat padding. Caitlin Clark could have had 30 assists, if not for all the missed layups. Things started heating up. Angel Reese, realizing she can't compete with Caitlin on a basketball level, started resorting to trash talk and street ball antics. Excellent defensive setup. Still no threes from Chicago. And once again, Caitlin Clark. Look at her quick reactions, her read of the floor, her decision-making. Caitlin Clark sent Angel Reese back to the bench. It was a one-sided game from start to finish. Indiana Fever kept building the lead behind Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. This team is becoming a dream team. It's going to be nearly impossible to stop them. Just look at the defensive organization. The movement, the switching, the anticipation, the rebounding. No one's cracking Stephanie White's system. At this point, Angel Reese decided to start playing dirty, taking advantage of some weak officiating. The referees are still a disaster, something the WNBA commissioner needs to fix. And Angel Reese? Her defensive awareness is terrible. Her anticipation and reactions? A disaster. Caitlin Clark left the Chicago Sky's head coach in total shock and despair. He simply couldn't find a way to stop her. There was no answer for Caitlin Clark. She delivered a phenomenal performance. Just look at Angel Reese running away from guarding Caitlin Clark. All Angel seems to care about is stat padding her way to a double-double. No ambition beyond that. But Caitlin Clark? She's chasing a championship. This comparison needs to end. Double team, triple team. It didn't matter. Stopping Caitlin Clark was impossible. While Caitlin was leading her team to victory with her handles, shooting, and passing, Angel Reese was out there focused on her stat sheet. Look at this. Yet another play just for the sake of stat padding. Nothing more. Then Angel goes back to her famous signature move. Yes, the baby giraffe technique. Again. Angel Reese let her team down. No vision, no control over the pace of the game. Can't hit a three, can't create chances. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark was out there breaking ankles, and that's when the dirty physical play began, from Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. The refs? Unfortunately, they were too lenient. Look at this. How is that a foul on Indiana Fever? The bigger the lead got, the more the officials seemed to favor Chicago. Why? To keep the game competitive? It makes no sense. Once again, no foul called. Caitlin Clark gets frustrated, goes for the steal, and Angel Reese responds with unsportsmanlike behavior. But Caitlin? She keeps her composure. She's here for the championship. She's a role model. And how did Caitlin respond? A triple-double. Look at Stephanie White signaling Caitlin to grab one last rebound to seal the triple-double. Then rest up for the road ahead. The road to the championship. Mission accomplished. Don't forget to like and comment.